Welcome to another vlog, and this time I'm exploring some of the valleys here in County Wicklow. The heart beat went up a few paces there last night when I looked at the weather forecast, and there was fog forecasts for many of these low-lying areas in Wicklow, which is quite unusual. So I decided to pack the camera bag this morning and to head out, but I've been a little bit disappointed. But you're never disappointed when you actually get out, particularly to a place like this. And this is the wonderful Powerscourt Waterfall in the north part of County Wicklow. It's actually Ireland's highest waterfall, but it's extremely beautiful. It's Saturday morning and there's very few people about. And my intention today wasn't to shoot the waterfall, and it's quite difficult actually to get some, to get a decent shot of that waterfall. And I've been walking up through the river with the wellies on just to see if I could see a composition, and I haven't as yet. It's just quite overwhelming, the height of it, and the oak trees on either side of it. There's one or two little birches growing here and there, but nothing seems to make much sense through the frame of the camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk the opposite direction, away from the waterfall, and try to find some little intimate scenes, birch or alder, maybe with a few leaves on, and hopefully that little bit of mist will come down and bless my picture with a bit of magic. So let's see where the morning takes us. Well, yesterday I proceeded down the river away from the waterfall, and there was very little foliage left on the trees running alongside the river. And yet it's too early in the winter for frost to become a feature in their own respect within an image. So we neither have a winter scene nor an autumn scene. So I left at that yesterday, and I headed home. And I've come back this morning because before I left, I took a 4-image panoramic of the waterfall with a 50mm lens. And the reason I did that, firstly, was because I left my wide angle in the car, and secondly, it gives a telephoto effect, bringing the small rapids here close to the waterfall. So this afternoon I've returned with a wide angle lens, and I've sought out that little set of rapids. You'll notice there's a triplet or such of rapids. We've one here, one directly behind me, and one to the left. And I'm trying to get the main waterfall in the center. There's a few little challenges here. The first, I needed to put a polarizer on because even though the light's quite subdued, there's an open sky above, and there's no direct sunlight, but it is casting reflections across the image, and the polarizer makes quite a difference. Secondly, the challenge between managing the flow of the water in the foreground with the rapids and a separate speed of flow of the water on the main waterfall behind. And I'm going to take different exposure lengths to try to manage that. Now, for the rapids in the foreground, I'm trying around 1/10 to 1/15 of a second. So I want some structure with just a little hint of that buttery smooth around the edges and through the actual flow. And up above for the waterfall, I'm going to increase that, maybe bring it up to 1/25th, 1/30th of a second, just to freeze the water a little bit more above. And then I can merge them together in post. Now, having said that, I'm not very confident that the composition is strong. I'm going to take this image and then I may search just moving the tripod 1 to 2 feet to the left and to the right, and try to get that mixture, because these little rapids, they're fantastic foreground they are for this image. I've excluded the sky also because it really just doesn't make sense when you're beneath something as big as that waterfall. As the sky always looks as if it really shouldn't be in the image, you know. And I've excluded it for that reason. It just doesn't feel right when you view the sky in the image. So there it is. I'm going to get back now and take a few more images and play around with those shutter speeds, and let's see what we get at the end of the day.